Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Jeff Vitale's house. To my left, I have the genetic jackhammer himself, Jeff Vitale. And you want to watch some wrestling? Well, we're not actually gonna. We did already
talk some wrestling.
Yeah. First, like, what was like the overall biggest, like, what was your impression of going to Monday Night Raw?
It ruled.
Right.
It ruled. To have another like huge Skanks fan, well, two other Skanks fans with me, like the Chance dude. I was in it.
Hell yeah.
I was in it. Yeah,
Right.
that's my first and favorite thing about it. Yeah, just the unison dances and chants, dude. It rules, bro.
It's funny how big things can get. Like we saw the T-shirts out front, and you guys asked me what yeet meant, and
Funny.
and then you fucking learned, dude.
I think it might be. I did a little research because I knew that word came from somewhere beforehand, and I'm guaranteed it's still pulled up on my phone. All right, yeet origins. The word yeet originated in African American English and became popular in video sharing in Vine in 2014 and 15. But yeah, it's like yeet, you throw something. It's that.
See, so how it started in WWE, I think, I'm
Appropriation.
pretty sure how it happened was Jey Uso kept pulling Roman Reigns out of the way and taking fucking people's finishers for Roman Reigns. And he was like, I yeeted you out of the way. Like, I fucking yeeted you. And then it kind of became his fucking catchphrase.
So it does
kind of
make sense. Yeah. Like
It started with
yanked,
him yeeting and getting yeeted for Roman Reigns, his fucking cousin.
Okay. Oh,
But that actually makes sense now that you tell me the actual definition of the word.
yeah, that's my forte.
And it got big in
Ebonics.
Vine.
Ebonics is kind of my thing, dude.
What other ones were there? I mean, everybody booed Dominic Mysterio real big. Like, that was kind of crazy.
Booing everybody. Yeah, that rules, dude. You can't do that.
The fact that nobody let him talk at all.
Yeah.
Talk to boo with it.
That's been kind of his thing. Like, he's Rey Mysterio's son. And he came into WWE and he tag teamed with his dad and won the tag team titles.
Yay.
And fucking just right off the bat was like, it was like nobody liked him. They just were like, you're fucking Rey Mysterio's son. And then he turned on his dad and everybody's like, oh, what an asshole. And they have a reason to actually like kind of like him because he's such an asshole.
His dad almost lost custody of him in a ladder match, right?
Yeah.
He's rightfully angry at his pops.
So that, like, for him, yeah, it's just wild. He gets the entire room fucking
It ruled.
booed him at the same time.
It ruled over and over and over again. Yeah, it was fun to see how the other Matt was really into it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, fucking. It's good to get that mob mentality out in a safe space. You know what I mean?
Right?
If they would have just went to wrestling, dude, I don't think January 6th would have happened.
I bet a lot of them did go before.
When we were booing him, I was in my head. It was Hillary, dude.
You don't think there's some crossover there?
For sure, dude. But for sure, that's where they all meet.
So I wrote down like all the segments that happened, and we can kind of just talk about what we remember from it, I guess. They started. Rhea Ripley came out right off the bat. The whole place went crazy.
Yeah.
That was
That mommy shit.
yeah.
Weird, but I'm in it. I like it. There's so many ladies wrestling, dude. It ruled. Like the first 3 fights was very lady heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
And they're very good.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
Are they still called divas? No, right?
no, they don't do that anymore.
The good old days, dude.
Yeah, right. When they had evening gown matches, bra and panty matches.
Yeah, bra and panty
That
matches.
shit was ridiculous. Yeah, so she came out, and then Dominic Mysterio comes out, gets booed out of the fucking building.
Yeah, I feel like some of that was like they planned on it, but like he was not able to get a word
Dude,
out.
it's happened a bunch on TV for him. Like he's
Where he
trying,
just can't.
he can't.
You could
There's
see
no
like
way
the
to
actual
do it.
frustration of being like, just let me do my bit.
Right.
Like it's brutal.
I just gotta say, Liv Morgan isn't here, and she's not gonna fucking do anything. Just let me say it.
Yeah, it ruled.
But that's happened to him a bunch since he's become a bad guy. Like, it's crazy how many people just want to boo him.
Another thing I must say is the crowd has gotten much more diverse from when I was a kid.
Right?
Maybe it's just because no, more of them are upwardly mobile. That's rough, right? That's a rough way to say it. That's why I said that. That was a good vocabulary.
Mobile.
Good vocabulary for
Wrestling is for the rich here.
middle class. Well, live wrestling events, I'd say. You know, I wasn't able to go to many live wrestling events when I was a kid. I think one.
No, like, I have this memory of seeing the Big Boss Man and the Bushwhackers at the mall. But I don't think I went to a show. I think they were just at the mall when they were doing a show.
My mom
in the
took
city.
me and my brothers and like a couple of our friends to wait for Bill Goldberg at a Target for like I'm not lying, like fucking 4 hours in line, dude. It was crazy, dude. I like huge lines, dude.
Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, dude.
He's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Possibly the biggest Jew wrestler there ever has been, right?
Gotta be.
Right?
Unless
Ric
Flair is. I don't know that he is.
At least repping it hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Berg. Goldberg is pretty Jewish, dude.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley came out, and then Liv Morgan came out after Dom said she wasn't there to try and trick Rhea Ripley. And then she got her foot caught in the rope.
What was the blonde's name?
Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noise. She was toy.
Yep. Those two are like two of the best right now in wrestling, for sure. Rhea Ripley's my favorite right now.
She's so much bigger than her. She's a tall lady.
That's kind of the thing. They did like when Dominic turned, he started growing the mullet out, and he got the mustache, so he looks kind of like Eddie. And then he remember China?
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley fucking with all the black leather and shit.
Yeah,
was
okay.
And Eddie Guerrero and
Kinda China?
did yeah, that's exactly.
He caught himself. She's kind of China.
Yeah, like, and Eddie Guerrero and China did a fucking thing where he called her mommy, and they did that again with Rhea Ripley and fucking Dominic.
Okay.
So that's where the mommy stuff comes from, too. But she still calls herself mommy.
One night in Rhea doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well. And I hope it goes much better for her.
Right?
That got dark.
It's funny, too. Like, she's exactly that Shane Gillis bit about Australians
So
that
dark and
fucking...
twisted.
Yeah, dark and twisted.
Yeah.
What was the next thing?
Was that? Yeah. As soon as she walked out, I was like, "You guys are dressed like her." The three of you guys.
It was perfect. When I saw you guys walk up, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna fit in. Actually, this is perfect."
They knew what they were doing. What was the fucking? You were wearing a vest, but I seen vests that said, "Oh, Dirty Dom."
Yeah.
You need you a vest that says Dirty Dom, dude.
I get to wear my drip pants out often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you already got the mullet going, dude.
Right.
You could just lean into that, dude. Just put a Dirty Dom shirt on, dude.
Hell
You gotta
yeah.
shave the whole beard and get a gay mustache. That would be. Where's the commitment, Dan?
I don't just have a mustache. I look like a straight up molester.
Hey, not good timing with the kid on the way.
Right. Yeah, so all that happened right off the bat,
Yeah.
and then it was the 6-person tag team match.
Yeah, which
the,
is-
the 2 dudes and a lady versus the other 2 dudes and a lady.
I'm trying to remember.
It was American Alpha, which was
Okay.
Otis, the big fucking
The
big
Asian feller.
meatball dude. Yep.
Otis and then the smoke show.
Yeah.
And then
Then it was the other two like wrestler dudes, and then a little.
here's my
fucking-
problem, dude. Why is the American flag a bad thing, dude? They dress the guys in like American clothing. They're like, these are obviously the bad guys, dude. Where's the fucking patriotism, dude? Come on.
Well, the one dude that's leading American Made right now, the bad guys,
Yeah.
was an Olympic wrestler.
Okay.
Like he's like the Kurt Angle now, like how Kurt Angle was back in the early 2000s. That's kind of where Chad Gable is.
It's kind
now.
of bad that they're like she's the China now. It's like these people's trajectory is
They are-
terrible, dude. Like Perk Angle, he's just like on the most Oxycontin ever. Just like can't close
just
his
doing
eyes.
flips off the fucking stages and shit.
Didn't he break his neck like multiple times?
Yeah.
he's not.
Brock Lesnar broke his neck.
Oh yeah, I remember that
That
video.
makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So what happened in that match? Oh yeah, all the fucking something that happened in that match. This is a vocabulary term that you need to know. A hot tag. Do you have any idea what a hot tag might be?
No fucking clue, dude. A hot tag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing some with a tag, but
Yeah. So like during the match, Tozawa, the little Asian dude, was getting beat up a bunch, and he's trying to tag Otis in, and they cut him off, and they fucking pull him back, tag the other guy in, beat him up a bunch, and then he finally gets free, and he tags in Otis. Otis destroys everybody at once, right? That's what a hot tag
okay.
is.
It's kind of like the superpower,
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Hulkamania, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, but that shit happens in the show, and you saw the crowd just goes crazy as soon as Otis got tagged in. The fucking entire crowd goes crazy.
Was this the match? Maybe my favorite moment of the entire night. There's like a lull, and like that lady in the background going, "You dirty bitch," was so funny. That fucking calm, genuine. Like, I happened one other time in the night when somebody was like, "Somebody help her!" Like, just that. It's so good.
I think somebody help her was when Rhea Ripley had her foot caught in the rope.
No, it was the little
No?
tiny Mexican girl that was
yeah,
getting her
yeah.
ass beat. Like,
They said it a couple of times.
Yeah.
well, then Valley.
Fucked up, and then you just hear from behind us, "Somebody help that lady."
Valley was like, "You dirty bitch!" Ever since, dude, I love that dude. She's like, "All right, she's in it too, dude." All right,
She was like, "What are the parameters?" Oh, dirty bitch is on the fucking.
and
It's on the board. Let's go.
obviously, a grown woman
Hell yeah.
just said, "You dirty bitch!" Like genuinely, it's like, "All right, it's fair game, dude."
Yeah.
Which Matt took too far. He's like, "I can't breathe." Like, there's literally a black family in front of you, dude. It was uncomfortable.
During the Zelina Vega, that's the little Hispanic chick.
She gets like crying the whole time, like that.
So I guess that sign was for her dad. Did you see her like before
and she like
she walked out and somebody had a sign about her dad? That's what I saw. Like,
yeah,
after the
I vaguely
fact.
remember it.
I was like, oh, she must have cared a lot about whoever's on that sign, not knowing. But on TV, they said that it was her dad. So you bummer.
Boner killer.
Right.
But on the bright side, daddy issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so there was that 3-on-3 match. Oh, Uncle Howdy came out after the 3-on-3 match. The spooky guy.
Bray.
Yeah,
brother?
Bray
Okay.
Wyatt's brother.
Yeah, all right.
I think you guys went to go get food or drinks, I think, at the end
We
of that
missed
one.
CM Punk for sure. I remember us walking and I hearing them yelling,
yeah.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
But
I think that was after the 3-on-3 match. Or no, that was after Zelina Vega and Shayna Baszler.
yes, because I watched that whole match, I think. I was just, the boys wanted to get beers. I felt like walking with them.
Mm-hmm. No, it was a good call then. But you did miss CM Punk. That was Did you miss the whole thing with CM Punk?
Yeah, I think so.
Shit, dude. So CM Punk comes to the ring, and he's like, I won at Bash at Berlin, and I want to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Everybody goes, fucking wow. Ah. Then Drew McIntyre, the big Scottish dude that he wrestled at Bash in Berlin, sneaks out from underneath the ring, goes in the ring, beats the shit out of him, takes his Remember how he had the fucking bracelet with his dog's name on it?
I didn't know the dog's name was on it, but yeah, it's like his Lucky Charms.
Yeah, he fucking took it off, ripped it, and put all the beads in fucking CM Punk's mouth and made him eat them. It was cool as fuck, dude.
Sounds like it. I like that they stole a bit from Austin Powers. The Lucky Charms thing, like it's like exactly.
They
And
also stole it from Taylor Swift, who probably stole it from Austin Powers.
Taylor can do no wrong.
Right?
That's my baby girl.
Were you back for the match that Dom Mysterio was in? I think you came back right at the end of it.
Oh yeah, we caught
the three-way match.
I caught him running.
Yeah, he ran like
Like a
Damian
little
Priest
bitch,
came
dude.
out, and then it was Ilya Dragunov, the like little blonde-haired dude, and Dragon Lee, dude with a mask.
Yeah, okay.
They finished it off.
On his mask.
Yeah, yep. Dragon Tail.
Oh, okay.
He-
A DuckTales. A woo.
Couldn't help yourself. That's awesome.
I could. I just didn't want to, dude.
Right. And then, right after that, they showed Braun Strowman getting slammed through a car. The big fucking dude
Oh
that had
yeah,
his
and
chest
exploded.
Yeah.
Like you could see the fucking fireworks going off, because that would the cab of the car. There would be explosions in.
Yeah.
Of course. It's crazy. What fucking theatrics were great, dude.
Where do you keep your fireworks?
Packed all into the top.
On the roof, in the roof of your car.
Like
then-
fucking cops come on the scene, there's like fucking mortars flying out. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was a fender bender. Not bad, guys. So I like to keep them.
And then that guy showed up with tape on his chest and was like, "I'm good to go.
What
Put me in, coach."
was that tape? Like it had no medical purpose. It looked like it was just like strung everywhere. It just
And
made,
he's just ginormous. Like, what is that little piece of tape gonna do?
yeah. I don't.
That's why they had 80 of them out.
I like to imagine it was holding in his innards,
Right?
and at any moment, dude, he
That's
just
what they
spilled
wanted
out.
you to think.
Remember the old wrestling video games where you punch people and fucking turkeys like would fall out and hams and shit?
What?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't know. What
It's
game
like the
you're talking
old
about.
WrestleMania. Yeah, like
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
Doink the Clown,
Uh-huh.
And-
Like the actual arcade game, or
Yeah.
like the
Yeah,
Nintendo
yeah.
game.
Yokozuna.
Yeah, yep. It was wild. Doink the Clown was in that game.
Yeah,
Bam Bam Bigelow too. That was a good one.
that had such a fucking lineup. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like where I'm a little bummed out with somebody that was like, how do we get from that to CM Punk just like fucking dressed like a dude?
Right.
He's like, no. He's just like, yeah, I'm here, dude.
like
Chick magnet Punk.
Right.
I don't get it, dude. Times have changed and it's pissing me off, dude.
You want bigger stars, like different stars, like bigger characters, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Fucking clowns, dude.
Right.
Yokozunas.
Yeah, giant sumo wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yokozuna wasn't even Japanese.
What was he, Chinese?
He was like
Dirty
Pacific
knees? Look
Islander.
at these. Toe, knee.
Yeah, knows you.
Dude. Shout out Stetson. It's a little Easter egg for that kid.
Yeah, so that dude showed up with fucking tape on his chest and was like, "Put me fucking in." 'Cause,
Yeah.
the guy that fucking exploded him through the car got COVID this week and he couldn't be in his match.
That's not kayfabe, is it?
That's a real thing.
I was
going
gonna say that's really poor writing.
right.
You got the sniffles.
Gotta
They're really
keep 'em low.
phoning it in on this one, dude.
So then Braun Strowman, the big dude with the fucking tape on him, took the spot that the dude that exploded him through the car was supposed to take,
Okay.
which is Bronson Reed. Big Bronson Reed. Then what happened? Oh. Before that, the tag team match with the chicks. So it was the two Asian chicks.
Oh, yeah.
Damage Control, Io Sky,
Oh, the
and
black ladies
Kairi
watched.
Sane. Yeah.
Kind of hot.
Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are the tag team champions for the women's division, and the winner of that match is going to face them next week. Or well, it happened yesterday.
So the one with the fucking hair whip, right?
Yep, Bianca Belair.
Her fucking logo is literally giant lips with
The
a
braid.
weave hanging out of it. What do you guys want from me? You're really putting me in a corner, you know what I mean? It's like, golly, that was crazy. Like, possibly the most racist thing you could have, like, broken somebody down to be, dude. You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like wrestling has always kind of leaned into those like stereotypes. And
For sure.
It's like we're just gonna be the giant version of this.
Right.
And that's why I love it still. But you can't have CM Punk just being a guy and then this black lady being lips and a weave, you know what I mean?
Right.
I guess you can, and that's why it's great,
And
dude.
that's what, a little bit for everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Some people love to hate that stuff. So yeah, the girls had their match, and fucking, did you see the one Asian chick, Kyrie Sane, did an elbow to the announce table. She
Elbow,
fucking
dude.
cracked her fucking. She cracked her eyebrow open. Did you
really?
see that?
No, I didn't. How do you think she would say elbow? Airbow. I drop an airbow.
Elbow?
But yeah, they're the racist ones, guys. And they need to stop. Cut that shit out.
They just want her to say elbow.
Yeah. The Peepers Airburr. The Peepers Airburr.
What happened after that? Dame and Rhea Ripley are backstage, right? And they're like, Damian Priest needs a fucking tag team partner. And Rhea's like, oh, I asked somebody.
And he said, yeet. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. What did he say? Did he say yes? She's like, no.
No.
He said,
Yeet. Yeet. And then the crowd goes fucking crazy, dude. It's so wild. The
Yeah.
silliest things can fucking get the biggest pops.
And like I told you at the end when we're like, all yeet, and you're like, you're really eating it up. It's like, dog, I paid $35. I'm getting my money's worth. I'm not missing a yeet.
It's all about a good catchphrase.
Yeah, for real. If something catches, it's 12,000 people in an arena chanting the one thing you thought of.
Well, the yeet, yeah, that was like to the max. Like the fact that every single hit and people were like anticipating hits and they're like yeet and they're like, oh, I missed. No, I didn't hit him.
Yeah,
He got
right.
yeeted. It was pretty cool. She's like yeet. The whole fucking crowd was losing their shit, dude.
It makes me like think of the Attitude Era and like Stone Cold Steve Austin and the What chants and stuff, and when that was being out, like that had to have been super crazy. But I imagine that's exactly what we just fucking went through with Yeet.
This is another thought I had in the arena. It was like you know how AI can translate like Hitler now? Like we were just looking at the crowd.
Didn't
Everybody,
look that one up. But
everybody's
yeah,
goose stepping, and like you just like the translations are like, "This is awesome. This is awesome." I'm not saying it's awesome, but those boys look like thought it was pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? And this thing just got out of hand, dude. You know what I mean?
So
Folks.
next up is the German heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah, who's like obviously just a Nazi. Like that sign, they had a sign that they had to like veer away from real quick. It was just like him running in the shape of a swastika.
I didn't
Matt
see
pointed that out to me. It was like when he was walking out at the end, he's like veered away real quick.
I didn't see that. No shit. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
You guys are imaginative. Again.
That's
Pretty good. But yeah, he's just a Nazi. And
yeah,
but
that's
like
kind of what it ended up being. He's not as atrocious as a Nazi, but
the people
he's
hate the Americans more than the Nazi.
evil foreigner. That's what it
Yeah.
ends up being. Like that's a trope from wrestling that's been around forever. Like the Iron Sheik.
Yeah,
or
that's what I was
fucking
thinking of. Iron Sheik.
Yokozuna. Like
Yeah.
The Great Khali. Did you watch when he was fucking doing
The
thing?
giant,
Yeah.
the longest yard.
Yeah, that guy, exactly.
Yeah.
He became world heavyweight champion. Couldn't speak a word of English. Could
And that's
barely
the-
move. Could barely move in a ring, and
And
somehow was
that's
a world
the
heavyweight
way the
champion.
world's going, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's sick and tired of it, dude. Taking away our jobs. There could have been another. There could have been a 7'5" fucking American white guy that could have got that belt, dude. You know what I
For
mean?
real.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Probably be a Eastern European guy though.
Yeah,
They make the tall ones.
yeah, the real whites.
So Gunther comes out, and then Sami Zayn came out. I was stoked on that. He's one of my favorites. He reminds me.
Ginger?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I think of him kind of like he's similar to Mick Foley, kind of, sort of. Like he's always kind of near the top. He's always got stories going on, but he hasn't been a world champion in WWE yet.
Okay. Is that the fucking non-kayfabe Muslim you're talking about?
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. There's a lot of ginger Muslims nowadays, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a dessert.
Right. Yeah, so Sammy came out and said he wants to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship because he's the one that beat him for his Intercontinental title, and he's the only person who's beat him in WWE. And he
Oh,
wants,
yeah, I remember that interaction.
yeah, and then Gunther said, "Nope, I don't want to," and then walked away. And then last night on Raw, they had another in-ring thing like that, but Bret Hart was there. It was
Hitman, dude.
It was in Canada, so Bret Hart was in the ring.
Oh, I remember them showing. Yeah, it was with Calgary.
Yeah, yeah.
He's from like Calgary, right?
Yeah.
Their family is like
And
royalty.
Sami Zayn is Canadian.
Okay.
He's from Montreal, but Bret Hart was in the ring calling Gunther a coward because he wouldn't face Sami Zayn, and I was like, "That's the fucking best. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Bret Hart's the man."
I would have lost my shit if Bret Hart was out there.
Yeah, for real. I almost thought Goldberg was actually going to show up because he was his son plays for CU up in Boulder.
Okay.
And I thought that he was there that weekend, so I was like, oh, I wonder if he's fucking coming. That'd be cool as hell.
That'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
But he is like hated, isn't he?
I mean, it's kind of
Like
he's done a
beyond-
lot of great things, and he's also done some fucking wild things that nobody thought he should have done. But it's not like he's ever done anything. He's like Bret Hart hates him. Bret Hart, like he ended Bret Hart's career in WCW just because he's big and dumb and reckless, according to Bret Hart. But nobody's really said he's a dickhead or anything. He's just
Okay.
big and dumb and reckless is kind of what the worst that anybody calls him.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Probably too. It's probably a rough one.
I think because he's big and strong, maybe not as much.
Yeah, I say it behind his back.
Right. What happened? Oh, then it was the three-way match with the dude with the fucking tape chest, and then the big ginger dude, and then Gunther's right-hand man,
Goebbels. I'm getting mixed up. I'm getting storylines mixed up.
Ludwig Kaiser.
It's pretty close, right?
I think there was some inspiration taken. But yeah, it was funny because the dude comes out fucking taped up, and he's like, oh no, I don't know if I could do it. And then he runs through fucking everybody and just wins the match anyway. I was like, all right.
Yeah, that kind of spoiled when Rhea Ripley came out. It's like, oh, then she's definitely capable of beating the shit out of somebody if she's also handicapped.
Yeah, right. And then the fucking main event happened, and it was the Judgment Day. Finn Balor, the dude with the big black beard.
Okay, yeah.
And JD McDonough, the fucking was it Kylie that said he had a baby body?
She said he's a giant midget, I think was the quote. Something like that. Which was good.
That sounds like her.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
They and the whole crowd chanted bobblehead at him during the match.
Yeah. We were like trying to decipher what the fucking chant was. Like,
Right.
They're saying bobblehead. That rules, dude.
That shit was so funny. I was like, what are? Oh, they're saying bobblehead. And then I see all you guys like, what are they saying? I'm like, I think they're saying bobblehead. And then they were up against Damian Priest and Jey Uso, and Jey Uso's entrance with all the yeets was fucking wild.
Yeah, there's a lot of yeets, dude. Yeet, right?
Yeah.
Yeet. And like, yeah, just to look around the crowd and just see like everybody, even though it's stupid, like just having a good time.
Yeah, dude.
I-
Come off a little bit different when you're using both hands.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah, and then so Rhea Ripley ended up coming out and beating the piss out of fucking Liv
the
Morgan with the
crutch.
crutch.
Yeah.
That was fun. I think she smashed Dom too with it. And then broke the crutch. Like she had to fucking she was holding it the opposite way to try and
And at the end of the, she was like, I think she was pretending it was her penis, at the end, which was crass. But yeah, she was like running around the fucking ring with it. I don't know what else she'd be doing.
she's the man.
Right?
And then they ended the show with just the big yeet because
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley wanted to make the crowd yeet, and she got every side to do it, and then all three of them did it all at once.
And I think that's post show. They did
I think it was like
we got a yeet in for the show. We got a bunch in, but they were like after the show they were like really milking it.
I've seen the clip online, but I almost think they just posted it on Twitter after the actual show came down because it was past 9 o'clock by then.
For sure. Like the actual live show was over.
Yeah,
Which was
but
cool
I think
that
the
they did it
TV
in, like-
show was off.
You know, when the show ends, you expect everybody to just fucking walk out. No,
Yeah.
they're all hanging out, like fucking, even leaving. Like everybody's like yeeting at each other. That was really cool. I remember when me, Hank, and Matt were walking through. I'm not privy to all this stuff, but I guess one of like the vendor ladies, she's like in her 50s, was like, "Yeet." And like I just didn't, like she's like, "Why don't you eat back?" Like, I didn't know that was how he did it. I apologize. Yeah, for real.
I was caught unawares.
I didn't mean to be rude. I just didn't know the culture. So I bowed to her.
Yeah, all they do is just walking out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
And then
stairwell was pretty wild.
walking the streets and then continuing to eat. Like it's nice to see like the radius. We could figure out how far it went out. Eat. And then eventually Hank yeeted at somebody that we were just in downtown. They're just like, what the fuck? Like, all right. We're not there anymore.
All right, we've dispersed enough.
It's a good gauge. But yeah, the show was very fun, very entertaining. As fun as I could expect any event to be.
Yeah, right. And
For
we had a
Monday.
good crew. Like it was fun. We had a big group. Like
Yeah, it definitely helped like everybody getting into it, dude. Yeah.
and the people
getting
around us were funny. At one point I think it was during the Zelina Vega Shayna Baszler match.
Hank.
Yeah, stop resisting.
Yeah, the people in front of us loved it.
Yeah,
Those
they turned
people
around.
ruled,
Like,
too.
yeah.
When I don't know the wrestler, but he went put him over his head. She's like, the Razor's Edge.
Oh,
Hell yeah, dude.
it was Damian Priest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a wrestling move I am familiar with from like the 90s. Razor Ramon, dude, which was just a scumbag Mexican. I think that was his whole character.
He was like a Tony Montana ripoff. Was
Oh, okay.
basically what it ended up being.
Pretty
what
close.
they were going for. Yeah.
Tony Montana's not a very good Cuban.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, it ruled to see like all the different ages and races, and we all came together, dude.
And just fucking yeeted all night long.
Booed. We all agreed to boo on. You know what I mean? That shit rules, dude.
It was cool. Like, did you notice? So where we were sitting, the TVs or the cameras across the way, right? And then where we're sitting, the good guys were always in the bottom right corner, and the bad guys were always in the bottom left or the top left corner. Like, so from TV angle, you've always got the face of the good guy on the screen. So them being like, "Fucking, you gotta tag me, you gotta tag me," and that sort of shit to build drama during the match. But it was cool to see it in person. I haven't seen it like that. It was funny to see it like. It was almost like a small theater show. Like seeing people run out with like you see it on
For
TV,
sure.
and then there's like 4 people with a camera in front of the guy walking down the stage, and you're like, oh yeah, you don't think about that stuff, but it's just like
Yeah, you could see like it's like something's about to happen. The cameraman walks in front of where the entrance is, and like fog starts happening. It's like he's just standing there with the camera. It's like, yep, something's gonna happen.
where you wouldn't see that on TV. It would just cut to the foggy fucking stage. And you're like, oh yeah, I bet Uncle Howdy's gonna fucking come out.
Like, seeing how the sausage is made, brother.
Yeah, it was cool. We'll have to try to go to more. There's
Yeah, for sure.
definitely. I saw they do free shows downtown at Al Snow. Do you remember him from?
I was just
from
looking him
back
up
in
the other day. I think we were talking about him. Yeah.
He does. He has a wrestling company here, but he was around in the Attitude Era and ECW days and stuff like that. But he runs a wrestling company, and they do a free show once a month downtown. Friday,
Oh, really?
Somewhere.
I remember hearing about it when we were working. Like, oh, they're doing wrestling, and like,
it was down. It's on just the other side of Broadway.
and they do it outside. Like, they build a ring outside. I think.
I think there's another. They do that too.
Okay.
But the one I'm thinking of, they do in a brewery. Like it's a
Okay.
big open space inside.
Cool.
We'll have to try and catch those out.
Yeah, I'm down to check out. Even if it sucks. It'll be
Yeah.
funny. It'll be funny.
But yeah, that was Raw, and we had a good time. I think everybody fucking killed it. Yeah. Good night. Goodbye. So long. See you later.
Noodles, dude.